Now, reminder of hardpoint. I'm sure everybody tuning in here does know how hardpoint is played, but if you don't, there's going to be a zone that moves every 60 seconds to a different location of the map. It's the same location every single time, so we know where they're going to be going. First team to stand in that zone for 250 seconds while the other team is not in the zone will be the winner. Be 250 to something will be the end of the game usually, or else we'll go to time, which is 5 minutes of game time when nobody or a contested zone is being played. So we're going to be getting into it. We're starting out, I believe, on the side, yes, here with um, State Tech. They're going to be breaking off from the bad side spawns generally, but it's not too far off because they're looking at the second point, but the spawns are a little bit better for Tally Esports here. So we'll see. We'll start on the POV of Jinx, who's going to see a couple people cross, put some shots into Brando to start out. Nothing too major. Up at the top ropes, TJ going to find one as well. And a good pinch and 3 go down. Last one onto the point. Rafiki will find his trade. And
see,
good start
right
here.
there, I'm having a little bit of a difficulty understanding what the play call was from State Tech. You saw the guy watching cross. He saw 2 cross, and then you have your player top bridge just looking in the hill with no one there. You know 2 people crossed. You see no one. You know on the opening break hit top AC. So that's either a communication issue, maybe it's a playtime issue.
Maybe it's the
really
bathroom
curious.
ice, right? You think ice from the bathroom?
Could be the bathroom ice.
Yes. After 1 point, I was gonna say the spawns look like they may have flipped, but as I say that, Wybrick he seems to have spawned out. Some good kills out on the front side by Tally Esports, and they have controlled the point. Glee's gonna play his life a little off just to try to get some kills and try to stay alive. Shot in the side, he won't go down just yet, and Sasori will be taken care of by TJ. The whole potential break that could have been from State Tech doesn't come out, and Rafiki up on this push-up gas side is a really good place to be. You kind of hold down all the spawns. It spawns them out towards tennis instead of in bottom kitchen, and it makes it, to be honest, a really easy point to hold if you can have the person push down towards gas. Rafiki to find a nice 2 as well. Some good shots out of him. And so they're going to get those a lot of that time. Last 15 might be flipped here. Brando, last one up versus Sori, will take his head off. But look at the rotation on the mini-map here. It is all Tally Esports.
Yeah, State Tech is really trying to bless Tally Esports
Yep.
as much as possible. With less than 30 seconds, especially on this hill, P3 is definitely a easy hill to lock down. You
Yep.
really need to get this early rotation, especially if you're down early in the game.
Ooh, maybe a chance.
Hitting.
Stabbed him.
Yeah, one person looks like bottom orange, and he dies. But yeah, like I'm saying, we really need to get this early rotation. MSC is all about rotating. A lot of these hills are easily stackable. You stack these hills, you can hold these hills easily. I'm not really seeing any coordinated pushes from the State Tech team. You have you have one player individually challenge, he's dead.
All hitting old. Yeah, it's a really kind of a sloppy gameplay. I see what you're talking about. You know, when you're playing, especially against the team Tally Esports. Now, I can't tell you where exactly they rank among collegiate esports teams, like just in general, but I can tell you that they're not a bad team and that they know how to play hardpoint at least at a fundamental level. And what you're seeing a lot of them is they're playing together, they're hitting things together, and to be fair, they haven't had to hit a break because State Tech is hitting old for 15 seconds instead of hitting rotation, which can award them 60 seconds potentially. So maybe go back to calculus class and we'll see if they can find something. Brando gonna find one. Oh my gosh, he stays. I thought he was about to find a big kill there. They do break. Give him that for at least a second here. Oh no, they don't. Rafiki into the point. Yep, there goes.
Big 2-piece. And it's just like that.
Yep.
You have I mean, obviously, you're not going to win much games with the player going 2-10, 4-11, 4-13, 5-9.
Yep.
Not one player on the State Tech team is stepping up, and as much as we can want to blame the bathroom for icing, it's 125-33. You need to step up right now.
See that play there, it was obviously they got the trades or Tele Esports got the trades a little better, but that was an all-right attempt by State Tech. They only had 2 there, and again they hit old for 15 seconds, won it after a 5-second fight, which leaves them pretty poor when it comes to the amount of time they can get. Jinx is just kind of playing his life. I do like to play your life here, but you gotta hope that maybe somebody in the front can get a kill, or maybe you can find a kill on a ghillie that was just about handed to you. So.
Or with the big two-piece, can they take advantage of you? Back-to-back two-piece with a state tech might be able to give them this necessary 30 points. It's not gonna like put them exactly in the game per se, and they get broke.
Mhm.
And
I was just talking about
you
it.
can't have that. That was a huge time for the state tech one. It would have put them with it at 70-point mark. You know, you get another like successful hold of P1, P2, you're right in the game.
Mhm.
And now, like,
Excuse me.
I don't want to call a game prematurely,
But
but if I were a betting man,
I mean, yeah, you have the one side upside is that right now you have the spawns. However, Brando's gonna come on the backside and after missing a couple shots, might be able to find this kill into Wybrek. No way. No way. Also, oh no way! He gets a two-piece with a knife. Brando. Can't be letting that happen. No shot. Another good kill for Brando. That was a nice two-piece with the knife. You don't see that very often. That comes down to a straight communication error, and that's all it can be. His teammates, I don't remember who went down first to the knife, but Brando's blade gets two because there's no comms out of the people from P2 that see the man run out of the bathroom and go stab one, and then he turns around and stabs another. How is that even allowed? Oh no, he's got it out again. No. No way. That's unbelievable. He just snakes him into next Tuesday and calls it good.
3 and 19.
3 and yeah.
That's more deaths than he has hill time.
Goodness.
I would just like to point that out.
And I mean, nobody even at the side of Tally Esports, everybody positive. I mean, TJ's somewhat close, but he also is just playing the least engagements part of the game. He's probably playing a little more for the setups and the rotations. Like you see him, he's trying to push out, play for the slaying out maybe, but no, he's just playing for new spawns. Rafiki finds another. It's a breakdown. We'll be honest. It's what we have to call it. No playing together. Again, you're hitting uld for 10 seconds when the rotation is gonna decide the game. Obviously, it doesn't look like Tally will be able to win off this next point, but they'll get right near it if they can hold. Holding his irons is Rafiki. He'll find a couple shots, no kill. Maybe hop off the time for a second.
Swap 9 seconds for 60.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting strategy. The head coach Missouri is onto something that we just obviously don't know. Glee with another big piece.
Going right over our head.
Brando calling in the cruise.
That's your teammate. Too cracked.
Gets the kill on Sasori. Wybrek 4 and 21.
Yeah, you don't. That's not a performance that you're gonna probably get a win off of. And I don't want to say it's down to one person, because it definitely isn't when you look at the scoreline and nobody's really showing up. Yeah, I had the same reaction there, Glee. What was that? I didn't know that was possible. He just threw a trophy system onto a trophy system.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
And look at Sasori's hitting bottom orange with 10 seconds left on the time. And who's on the rotation? Literally one Tally State member is here. If you send 2 people to new, this game might not get interesting, but this point might be interesting. And you leave it open. Wybrek finally gonna get there. He's not gonna be able to match for the gun of Rafiki right now. That'll be all she wrote. 250-71.
A big kill.
That is a
all she wrote for map 1. State Tech Missouri. Looking like they've never played a game of hardpoint in their life. I think they were playing bronze rank play and they were getting some dubs. Like, man, this really works. And they decided to play competitively. And you know what? Bronze rank play isn't a good indicator whether or not you're skilled or not.
unfortunately it doesn't seem to be that way, huh?
But yeah, now we are going to my favorite game mode, Search and Destroy. What is map 2 again? I apologize. I lagged.
Map 2 is Albagra Search and Destroy. To my humble understanding, when it comes to Albagra Search and Destroy. I would say it's for this game one of two maps where a really good search and destroy team can really show itself and really put a staple on it. Albagra is somewhat one-dimensional, but I feel like there's a lot of places you can move with when it comes to it. So like, for example, you have the oh shoot, that's why. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't see a logo. There we go. So for example, you see the a player can either be open or closed or both closed, or you can push all the way up on A. You can throw somebody top boat, someone top single into art. If you're on that's for defense, or yeah, for defense. For offense, you can try to wrap through P1. You can play the top rails. You can play back stairs. You can try to run out of double doors by P2. You can jump out a single. You can run through art. There's a lot of places where you can make a play, especially as a team, where on some maps I feel like it's a lot harder to kind of have those small little adjustments that you can really mess with people on. Plus, obviously, B is a really tough one to get to, but you'll see maybe once a map, so a team will throw a play to B and they'll get them around for it. So if they'll catch a team sleeping, or something of the sorts, and it'll get really easy for them. So for me personally, I think that Albagra is one of the more fun search and destroys if you're a solid search and destroy team.
You're, the way I view Albagra,
Mhm.
your main sub is the most important player.
I would agree.
Um, because there's just so many openings that you could take, especially if you dominate the first round, you get that first blood bottom art. Because you know both teams are gonna chow bottom art. It's
Mhm.
kind of just like a common thing first round. You win that, I would say 60% of the time you win the map, just that first round alone, because one, uh, you immediately have it over the other sub's head that you're winning that gunfight if he chows you again. And obviously, there's so many different angles, so many different things you can do bottom art, especially on defense. Now on defense, I can hit the close stairs, the top single jump.
Mhm.
I can hit the P1 box, the top doubles jump,
Mhm.
because they have to stop me bottom art, right? They have to.
Mhm.
And there's just so many things to get with it, especially if once you get your dead silence, you just got to be fast, you got to be smart,
Hmm.
and you just got to win your gunfight.
I
And if
agree.
you can do that, you're gonna win. Your ARs are gonna watch your crosses. Obviously, they have an important part, but your main sub who's going bottom art this first round is gonna win or lose you the game.
I mean, I would agree. I think also there's a part of it where we have a little map reset, so we'll be getting to the next map fairly soon. But there's a part of it where you can play around the bottom art without needing bottom art. Bottom art is it's cool to have that first chow like you were saying, and you can win that first one, and you can do a lot from bottom art, right? But there's a lot of ways to play around bottom art and not having full bottom art control. For example, if you're on defense, for example, and you don't want to try to chow for bottom art because it's a lot harder, in my opinion, to chow from it. You can have someone go, or you can have two people go towards P1 and try to hit out street. You can have people go top boat or top single. So I think there's a lot more two dimension.
If
There's a lot three. It's more three
uh,
dimensional than I feel like you might be giving
I'm
off.
telling you right now,
Hmm.
if you don't hit bottom art, I'm beating your team 10 times out of 10.
I'm gonna tell you. I
10 times out of 10.
were you wait for when we played eights last night. Were you there for Bagra?
I was not.
Okay,
I was
okay.
not.
I'll give you that. You can slide for now. But I still think there are just a lot of ways to play around not having bottom art control. It's nice to have. It's very helpful. If you have bottom art control, you can do a lot with it, like I'm saying, but I still don't think that it's necessity, you know? And also
I
I'm
get
gonna
that. I get
mention
that.
mention
If
this this is outside of search and destroy, just kind of a side point. It looks like potentially blue might be coming in for uh Breck.
We're waiting on our sub to load back in.
Or maybe not.
I
We'll see.
love that.
We'll see. We'll
Love
see.
that.
Breck or Blue is in here. He said has him in Codcaster though. Earlier he was just on Cortac. No, he's back. It looks like Breck will be back in. I was expecting
That's unfortunate.
potentially Blue was gonna come in. From the little
Yeah.
research I did, it looked like Blue was gonna be on
Alright, we're good.
are in last time, but or Blue was gonna be in for this game.
Y'all ready?
Wybrek was a new
Yep.
addition, I believe, so I recognize the rest of them. But I guess we'll see if he comes in at all. He's gonna be sitting out, it looks like, for this one as well. So a little premature sub. Anyway,
But yeah,
back to the S&D talk.
but talking about Fortress SD, because I just love talking about Search and Destroy.
S&D
Especially,
prodigy. Brad.
especially because like there's a lot of people that will be like, you know what? I'll just hang glitch statue and watch bottom art, and I'll gun him. And you know what? I'm gunning
let's
him
go.
every time. Bottom art. The sound cues in this game are just too good not to have bottom art control.
That's true. You can hear a lot from bottom art, can't you?
Because there's a lot of kids that play that open or play the closed stairs corner,
Mhm.
and I'm telling you, and there's way too many times where they hit P1 boxes that you were saying, right? I peek the door, I don't see the horse statue immediately. I'm pushing that because if I don't see him immediately, I'm not getting gunned immediately. You know?
Mhm.
If I hear him in the closed corner, I pre-fire, I win. If I hear P1 boxes, I pre-fire, I win. I see statue, I might win, I might lose. But you know what? You need your sub to be aggressive. And that's what I'm trying to get at.
Well,
Fortune's a
coming
lot
right out of it, like you say, Glee, bottom art, he wins it.
See,
And they don't turn around in time, and Glee's just gonna get a free 2 for his troubles. Two go
just
down on the
opens
side
up-
of Tally.
and it's just opening up the playbook for
Yep.
Tally Esports.
I see that.
Again, State Tech, Missouri, I don't understand what they're doing.
That's just a lack of communication. The comms are just not quick enough, or they're not there, or someone's being angry in the comms before they give their comm. That's just what it looked like, because someone got killed outside of that bot art. I believe it was Sasori, and then nobody turned around in time. So either they're not comprehending the comms, or they're not ready for the comms, or the comms just aren't being given. It's a couple answers, but Brando gonna find one shot into Yumi. He might just have this kill. Yumi, or Yum, excuse me, not able to get it.
Actually,
Wow.
Yes, he
Tough
got the 1v2, but against a good team right there, obviously it probably wouldn't have happened. State Tech, Missouri probably would have checked it back with. But
Very common
it
spot.
looked like, what was that, Sasori or Whitebrick was walking past. I really think he was going to go on to bomb. I really think he should have held that gunfight, because the time was definitely a thing, and if State Tech just had a little better communication and just had the better timing, like Brando loses that 1v2. And I really think having the smarts to hold back on your R1 really win you around. I really like this play by Glee. Again, look,
Bottom art.
What I don't like is the fact that he's a trophy as a sub.
You should definitely have a Deddy out, especially
Does not matter
that's
if
your
you
teammate.
Oh,
Two crack,
he is
and
cracked.
Oh, maybe to overchill on
And
either side as well.
And that team shot does punish him a little bit. Brando with a good angle on Jinx here. 2v2, we got Brando Rafiki against Sasori and Yum. Yum picking up the bomb.
Deddy committed.
Planting as we speak.
He's the last man down. It's gonna give away his position. Shots in.
And it's
Just gonna be able to survive with his life. And now they're just on the bomb. Yum's last shot here. He sees Brando, gets him off. He knows where at least one is, but he won't read Rafiki running at him. He tries to get tries to make the 200 IQ play, but instead it looks like Rafiki will be doing pull-ups.
Brando on a 4-kill streak. He is the S&D player himself. I
mean,
play a
yeah.
lot of S&D with this man.
Yeah.
He is good. He's smart. He's definitely the shot caller on this team.
It's
and,
also mentioned, this is so far, I don't want to speak too early, but last time we casted for Tally Esports, he didn't have the best S&D showing. He didn't. I think he had like 3 kills and like 8 deaths or something. But at the end of the day, not 8 deaths. There was only 6 rounds. he was like 3 and 6. He had a pretty mediocre run-of-the-mill game, mainly because Rafiki and TJ were going in, if I don't remember incorrectly.
if you're
My memory serves me.
that's the thing
right.
about S&D. There's only a certain amount of kills.
Of course.
You can't. Not everyone can go off. Honestly, knowing Brando, he only cares about the W.
Exactly.
Get this first blood on you. No
And
one watching the P1 cross.
Yeah.
I really feel like the State Tech Missouri was playing rank play. They finally probably made silver. We're like, wow, we're dominant.
also could have just called a hard counter, expecting the A hit, like a hard hit or something, because that could have been the reason. But again, you should never really have anybody not looking P1. Some shots from Brando gonna rain out. It's a 2v2, a chance for a retake. Rafiki gets one. Wybreck last up, trying to recover from a lackluster map 1. TJ, oh, he gets killed. Now it's a 1v1, but not enough time. And Rafiki just gonna play his top, get away with his life. Maybe stays in a bit of a scary position, in my opinion. I would have just ran into green and reached out in a couple seconds, but he gets the kill nonetheless. And Tally Esports is up 3-0. Oh goodness, I just realized I have not been showing the screen. That's embarrassing. I've just been having the thing up. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Recap. Recap. Round 1. Glee hits bottom art, gets a Sori, runs through, gets a second one in open, and 2 go down from Tally Esports on the site. Brando plays a 2v1, wins it. Second round, Brando and Glee gets TJ got killed and Glee got killed. So it was Rafiki and Brando win a 2v1 with bomb down. That one, hard hit B. And an easy win for Tally Esports on that one. My apologies again for not showing the first 3 rounds of this game, but at least we're here now.
Jinx with a big kill on TJ here, opening up A little bit, and he backs up. Not the biggest fan of this play call, but I can definitely understand being a little timid and being down 3-0.
Good shots
and
from
he just
Glee.
gets gunned by Glee. Big gunfight there. Absolute dominant.
Bomb in hand, that's the one kind of plus you have if you're Wybreck. You have bomb in hand and Daddy if you want to try to make a move out. Rafiki's gonna maybe see him or hear him. Now he's gonna go in. They're gonna play full quarantine on A. And Wybreck just gonna leave. He's gonna play for B. Yes, sir. That's exactly what you want to see. He has the idea, maybe a good read, and he'll take his life over to B.
I like this. I like this. He's planning for P1.
The difference between his performance in Hardpoint and here already is just somewhat showing. I assume he's kind of an SMD player. He's not gonna get the win, but he's played it a little smarter, I would say. At least in my opinion. Although he won't get that one, but
I was really rooting for him.
I do like a good clutch moment, don't you?
I love it. I would like to shout out one player in the Tally Esports squad doing everything he can to get State Tech Missouri a round win, and State Tech just not picking it up for him. TJ 0-4. I think he's trying to pull the attach challenge, but
He's trying to pull the Octane.
He's trying to win.
He's trying to be a Nicky D out here. The classic.
What? Tally Esports up 4-0. No signs of slowing down. Rafiki 4-1, Brando 5-1, Glee 7-3.
I want to see Glee get another 2 here. I want to see whoever goes bottom art, I guess, get a 2 here. Rafiki gonna play the bottom art. Ooh, traded.
You instantly trading. Sasori with a big kill on TJ. They are in a 3v2 man advantage. Sasori with a big 2-base on Rafiki. Brando in a 1v3.
Sees one, sees a second, takes the hat off to Jinx. 1v2 for Brando. Brando with another. Is it possible? You know he's to your right, Brando. He shot at you before.
Oh.
It's alright, you can give up the position. Probably thinking that Brando knows where he is. Oh, he doesn't see him. Oh my gosh. They're gonna trade some blows, mainly Yumi's blows to Brando. He's gonna make some noise after Poppy Daddy. Close on, Brando! He's a bullet away. He's maybe a feather's tickle away from getting that round and winning a 1v3 with his back against the wall, but
sloppy round out of State Tech with 8.
Oh my goodness.
You with a big hit fire kill.
Kept him center mass. That was good.
Whatever he believed in.
Solid center mass there. Whatever deity controls Yum's worldview may have just came through for him a little bit.
Came through for State Tech. They're finally get around on board. They are down 4-1.
Maybe a little bit of a B hit here. They're gonna start with the P1 presence. Brando might just be able to get a good read here, and he'll find one after the Rafiki kill. Yum gonna find at least somewhat of an equalizer. He'll get the trade onto Brando.
Rafiki in a great position here. Now Wybrick in a 1v3 situation. Good news is one of the players has a donut. He doesn't know where the R1 button is this game, and that might be beneficial.
It could be beneficial if it comes down to just TJ, but TJ's above him and will probably be the first person to fall if he does fall indeed. Another big problem though for Wybrek, no bomb, and TJ's in a ratty position here in top boat. I don't think he's gonna read this. This would be such a tough read. Oh, but he sees him. Oh, I can't react in time. And that'll bring us up to map point.
Tally Esports up 5-1. Wybrek, he is on a 4-death streak here. He started off 3-2, now 3-6. Definitely a little bit of concern, especially when you play S&D. You cannot go on 4-round death streaks. It's just too much. You're gonna lose every single time doing that. No one on State Tech trying to pick up pace. You the best at 4 and 5.
Oh no! And you're not gonna want to see that. Boomstick. Boomstick. Oh! Shoot it! Stunned. Naded. Boomstick. There it is. If I say it enough, it'll happen. It's 2v4 quickly.
In a 4v2 situation.
And
4v1
it all
situation,
falls onto Sasori. And they're just gonna go B. They're gonna make it as tough as possible, taking away pretty much every chance of a 1v4 here. Sasori, he's getting baited out by Rafiki. The shots from a pistol, and he'll at least get one. That's the one. That's the first.
Here.
He hears him above him as well. Stunned. 2. Uses util pretty well. They're spread out too. They're spread out. The snap not gonna happen. He's out of ammo. He's out of ammo. He might have been able to do that to Brando.
He almost did it.
He had one or two bullets land there.
Too little, too late. Yum, the player of the game for Tally Esports that last round, getting the clutch team kill on whoever it was. It was insignificant.
I think it was Wybrek.
It was. Yeah,
Who
it was.
cast a curse. I gassed him up. I said maybe he has a little bit more to offer, and he didn't offer anything else for the rest of the game. So
Yeah, maybe Wybrek should be thanking the gods that he got team killed. Really helped his KD. Instead of going to below 0.5, he is now at a hot 0.5 in S&D with a bomb plant. You know, maybe he could be like, yeah, I was playing objective, you know. He could start blaming the team. It's not looking too hot for State Tech. They really should just probably try their chances on gun game. Maybe they'll be better.
yeah, I mean, gun game might be of more of a suit at the moment. To be fair, a little more fight. Not a lot of fight, but it's at least a little fight. They put up close to 100. They put up a round. Maybe something can happen in the coming couple moments to secure a map. Controls, it can be a swing mode as well. Maybe they're not comfortable on MB, which can always be a thing. Maybe they're not comfortable on Albagger for search, especially against a solid search team. So I could see them potentially forcing a map 4 there. Your guns haven't been absolutely horrible. That first map was a little quiet, but from watching their perspectives, that doesn't look like they're just shooting straight circles. You know what I mean?
You know who they remind me of?
Who do they remind you of?
It's like you get like 4 bats, right? And their echolocation has like a 3,000 response time, 3,000 millisecond response time.
Mm-hmm.
So like obviously they're blind and they need communication, but it's taken so long for that message to transmit that they're just blind.
So you're referring to them as blind as a bat because
Yes.
they rely on the echolocation. Okay.
What I'm saying, like, he's
Mm-hmm.
if
What are you saying here?
I was a zookeeper
Okay.
and I had these bats, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would put them down
Okay.
to take them out of their misery.
Are you insinuating that Tally Esports should put down State Tech right here, right now?
I think the dean of State Tech should do their program in honor. Or
An honor and
shut it
put 'em
down.
and shut it down. Okay.
blow it up.
Blow
Blow it up.
There you go. That's the better one.
Blow it up.
Well, we'll see if they are gonna get blown up here. We're going into Greenberg Hotel Control.
I'll have a little quick prediction 3-0.
We'll see. We'll see. I could imagine at least around here, out of State Tech, we could have of course see something that's the opposite. Also, mention the map didn't end. Jinx has been subbed out for Blue. Blue is the only player who plays on controller for State Tech. We'll see if that could be an effect here. Blue in for Jinx. And I mean, we'll see. Maybe that can research something. We don't know what we don't have to see from Blue.
They're blind. Jinx wasn't the problem. It was Wybreak.
Well, I don't think I'm assuming maybe Jinx just isn't comfortable or doesn't know search yet or control or some sort of somewhere in that, because to me that would make the most sense. Is
the big team kill on TJ for Rafiki.
Again, also
State Tech.
in their 3-0 loss, most recently State Tech, Sasori put up just about a 40 bomb in control for the L. So we could see it. We could see something out of this team. As A will just about be stolen right away, but Sasori with the 2. Sasori with the 3. He'll be taken down. Last one up, Rafiki. He might just be able to get the solo cap. But one more challenger approaches. It's Yum, and he'll just get ran right over by the bullets of Rafiki, and the snake pit continues.
Like this play out of Glee. Rafiki
Oof, good shots from Yum.
Wybreak and Yum with big 2-piece there. And see, this is what State Tech's doing wrong. They're playing too passive. They're playing like turtles. That's not how you win this. You need your subs to get into bed.
Because again, there could be a little bit of a knowledge gap here for Blue or something, and now he's up and in bed, like you were talking about. He's up here doing some work. He'll get taken out. Maybe not predicting the fight from the side there, but
Yeah.
there's a little bit of life here. You'd be remiss to say there isn't.
Sasori doing everything he can to get this to a round win in their books.
So good shots.
I just think it's too little, too late. 3 down. That will be the round here. They just need a trip cap here, and it's over.
Last chance. It's Blue, and he's got a submachine gun, and I mean that shot with a submachine gun isn't really the easiest one. And that'll yeah. All she wrote. Again, you're playing from the worst side, in my opinion, if you're State Tech. Offense on Hotel wins the majority of the time, at least in pro play, and I would consider that to trickle down fairly well.
I mean, you say that, but it's like 58%.
That's a majority. It's nowhere near a stark majority, but it's definitely a majority.
It's not like a CeeLo or Fortress where there's dominant sides. Both sides can win Hotel. It's the best control we have in the game.
The thing that decides a win on Hotel, because it's very rare that you win Hotel holding both points, is if after the A point is captured, you're able to keep at least one person, preferably 2 people, in bedroom at all times. That's what I would say is the determining factor about whether you're able to hold a Hotel, because a 4 down on Hotel might just doom you. So
TJ with a big 2-piece. Sasori trades him out instantly. Wybreak gonna kill on Glee. There's 2 down.
good shots for
Rafiki with
Rafiki.
a big kill on Yum here. Rafiki is the player to watch right now. 8 and 3. Brando with the 2-piece. Brando with the 3-piece.
He won't get the 4.
Rafiki just cleaning it up.
I mean, here's a stack. If you get B, A gets a lot easier. We'll see if they can read the backside, though. Glee through the middle finds one. Rafiki from the top ropes. They'll find a man's back and a bunch of bullets into it, and there's all 4 down. However, all 4 of them rotated. They're going to spawn close on Kitchen, and it's just a continual run back and forth. It's a track meet right now. They're playing. They're doing killers on the map. Sasori with another. Sasori with a second. That's.
I'm just trying to figure out why blue
Did
is
they go
playing.
down? Did they go down? They go down, and there's a capture. They're down 8 lives, so you gotta hope for a 4 down relatively quick here because the slaying performance from Tally has just been phenomenal, and even if they lose a point, they tax so many lives for it that it makes it really tough to make this push to B, because you need to deal with Glee, and Glee's just gonna be living in top bed. So that he gets that kill, and instead of dropping down, he just plays his life.
The slaying on Tally Esports is phenomenal.
I mean,
I would say the gameplay out of State Tech reminds me of a 3-year-old.
I would say it's a little more phenomenal. I would give more tips to Tally for this, because their gameplay itself and their positioning on the map could definitely improve, but they're winning a lot of their fights, and whenever they get taken down, they may lose the trades, but they're trading at least. It'll be the trade back and forth and back and forth, and not killing each other.
If they were playing against a confident team, they would have lost this round. How they were rotating.
I would agree.
And that's where my level of concern is for this Tally Esports squad, because of how weak the strength of schedule they have. Once they play a good team in control, I don't know if they'll be able to keep up. All these bad habits are being formed right here. And it's nothing against the TCC side. Yeah, I love the boys there. It's just, it worries me. It worries me.
I could see where you're talking about and where you're coming from.
I
Cause
want to point out, Sasori only had 2 kills that last round.
he did, but he also has double the next person up in his team, doesn't he? And he's keeping somewhat pace. Obviously, his KD is 1.0, but he's keeping somewhat pace with a lot of the Tally players.
Whitebrick with a big kill on It's Blue, and then immediately getting pieced by TJ. Not the start you're looking for if you're State Tech. Rafiki on the point. Big kill on a Sasori.
And A zone's pretty much as well as done. You might as well stop throwing lives at it. Like Blue is gonna throw one more here. He finds one. If he finds the second, it's something, but it's still, in my opinion, not the best play. And TJ will get him. And they throw 2 more lives away when they could be down. They could be down, hypothetically down one life here, going into this next point. It gets a little easier to hold when you're not running low on lives. I want to mention it. Wybrek, he's top bed. His 4 and 14 doesn't help too much, but if he's top bed and is able to get some kills and stay alive, that's where this position is going to become crucial. Sasori gunned out, and Brando pretty much YY's on him. They get 1. Wybrek taken down. 3 go down, including Glee, I guess. It's 2 down.
It looks like that is going to be the game.
That should just be the game. It's going to be a really hard retake, and to be honest, I don't have much faith in the State Tech team to retake this point, which is a pretty tough one to take if you don't have the good coordination. We haven't seen the comms from them all game. We've seen the gunny out of Tally Esports, and you see a good setup, and that'll see a quick and easy 3. Oh, Tally Esports.
I would like to give a good shout out to TJ there, going 20-7, a big bounce back from the S&D performance. Again,
I think that's
your
just
team's trying.
Yep.
There's not going to be enough kills around.
100%. Well, there's also a thing where it could be just he isn't as comfortable in the mode, and that's a personal thing especially with his team that he just needs to kind of work on. But other than that, I mean, a pretty hot 3-0.
It just happens.
Exactly.
Like, he went 1 and 4. It's not like he absolutely got like.
He didn't get throat slammed. He didn't get choke slammed.
He only had 4 deaths, right?
Yep.
And realistically, that's if you're the coach, you're like, you know what? Everyone else got the kills. You did good, man.
Yep, I'd agree. Easy. A relatively, again, pretty easy 3-0 for